Hi folks, how you doing? Scott Cohen here. Want to talk to you, do a little run through here on our Canvas portal for ACC 5550. Online class, just want to make sure everybody knows where to find everything, stuff like that. Hopefully get you off to a smooth start. So you could take a look right here. First time in the course, go ahead and click right here. Okay. So, and you know what? I'm going to switch this. I'm going to go over here, view as a student. I want to show you what it looks like from your point of view. Okay. All right. So if you look up here at the top, basically this is just some general information here. Meet your faculty, some information regarding me if you're interested. Getting started checklist. I don't even know. Let's see what's in there. Watch about this course. Watch the syllabus. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, pretty standard stuff there. Okay, but anyway, just follow what I'm telling you here and you should be good to go. By the way, here's a copy of the syllabus. I've already made a video about that. And again, if you have a question or whatever, feel free to be in touch. It's not a problem. Happy to answer you. There's going to be two different videos here. So I've already redone this one and I'm currently redoing this one. So as soon as you hop in here, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you. Let's see what the prompt is here. See what it says. It says discussion. Type an introduction above. Okay, so go ahead and tell us about maybe what you're looking to do, why you're doing the forensic accounting concentration, something along those lines. Okay, I don't know, dogs, cats, whatever you want to put out there. So in the first week, one of the things we're going to use a software called Idea. Okay. An idea, so you can watch through, and let me see these startup videos right here. Let me click here. Okay, so here's a series of videos, and I've tried to put them. So you want to watch this overview first, and then here's a video on assignment 1, one on assignment 2, and one on assignment 3. Okay, and I'm going to have to send you a link, so to let you know. So take a look here. So this is our class right here. They're going to send me an email that I'm going to have to forward to you, so that you can go ahead and sign up, get this software for free. Okay. By the way, we're going to use it in 5551 as well. Okay. So that's the first part. So let's go back over here. So that's the videos. So definitely one of the first things you want to do. Why did it go here? Okay. University. Oh, that's the wrong. Here we go. There you go. Fall 2025. Let's go back. Okay, so you definitely want to do this first. Make sure that you get that. Also, your textbook has inclusive access, so it should be, when you go into this course, you should have access to your textbook right away. Okay, so take a look. So here, each one of the chapters are set up very much the same. So I just want to go ahead and show you. So here, chapter 1, study materials. This is the PowerPoint. Now, what I do with this class is I make lecture videos. I mean, obviously, you need to read the textbook, but the lecture videos are, I do them just like this, and they're to replace, obviously the classroom type situation. So here's the PowerPoints. I tend to have notes on there and stuff. Okay, so you'll see this. Okay, that's one of the items. Let me go ahead and close this down. Come here, you, close you down. Now, another thing that I've done, and again, depends on how you like to study or how you like to do things, I created a PDF for notes. Now, what this is, if you have one of those tablets, where you can write on, right? Some of the accounting students I've had before really like to do this. And let me show you real quick. Okay, so what it does, it kicks out the PowerPoints, and then it gives you these spaces over here to write. Matter of fact, write your notes, write your questions, mark anything down on here. Again, could be pretty handy to have. Depends on how you like to do it. By the way, when you are watching these videos, the whole idea is it's like being in class. Do you know what I mean? So supposedly the idea is here that, you're watching the video and taking notes or doing whatever's necessary. And don't forget, reading the textbook as well. Okay, especially in an online course. Now these are the lecture videos. Notice 1 through 5. By the way, I tend to keep them pretty short, usually about 10 minutes. And you can download these or watch them right here. So let's just see here. Trying to open this guy up here. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just do this. Okay, so there I am. Okay, getting ready to talk.
All right, folks, time to talk about Chapter 1 for ACC 5550.
There you go. So anyway, that's basically how
5550 is fraud.
Okay, so that's basically how these are the different lecture videos. And then these are the assignments. Okay, so in each one of these assignments, now there's not, unlike intermediate accounting, financial accounting, managerial accounting, auditing, all these others, there's a lot more textbooks. There's not a lot of textbooks out there for fraud and forensic accounting. Now, unfortunately, what that means is we don't have a software like Connect or My Accounting Lab to work with, or Wiley Plus, right? So most items, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to download something. So like, not with the discussion, but like here, and you're going to wind up having to upload something. So here's critical thinking, right? This is the first, well, we don't, that video finally.
All right, folks, time to talk about Chapter 1.
Finally downloaded. Anyway, here, so you're going to download this document, okay? And then what you're going to do, here's the questions, right? So all you need to do, download it, type your answer right in here, right into the document, and then you're going to wind up uploading it back onto Canvas, okay? And basically that's how it's going to work for all of the different assignments for the class, okay? So just to let you know. Now let me get rid of this thing. You know, whenever I open stuff, I can't see. There we go. Come here, you. All right, and you don't need to see this. That has nothing to do with you. Let's see, go back here. All right, so anyway, all of those, and then you're going to wind up, and please download this document, write directly into it, and then you're going to wind up uploading it. And let me see here. Let me leave the student view. Let me make sure I have it where you can. Okay, let's go up here to edit. Let me make sure I have it where you critical thinking. Points, online, file upload. Yeah, so you'll see something to upload your file. Okay. Anyway, back to the modules. So each one of these is something like that. So you're going to go through, you're going to do the assignment, and then you're going to wind up having to upload. Same thing here, Chapter 1 homework. Okay. Again, download the document. It's a file upload, and then when you go to submit it, you're going to submit it with a file upload. Okay. And again, tells you when things are due. And by the way, here, Chapter 1 homework from the text, let me show you something because you're probably going to want to know this. So, all right, so here's the homework. Again, it says type directly your responses in here. So you see these multiple choice questions, okay? Put your answer right here. You see the multiple choice questions? These are very similar to what you're going to see on your test, okay? And they are a little tricky, okay? So if I were you, when you read this, you have to pay close attention because a lot of these answers sound really good. So look here. It says, select from the following situations the one that would not be defined as abuse, okay? Not be defined as abuse. So anyway, put your answer here. Then given the elements of the fraud triangle, what element is most associated with the evidence of intent by the perpetrator? Okay, so again, this is stuff that you would have had to have read in that textbook. You might have seen it on the PowerPoints, but remember, you know, like a lot of times people are like, well, do I have to read the book? Well, the PowerPoints are kind of like the short story. So if you don't bother reading the textbook, you're going to miss some of this stuff, okay? Just to let you know, okay? So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Go, and we'll go back over here. So anyway, all of the modules are pretty much set up the same way. Okay, so you can see there's your assignments. Notice they're all due on Sunday. Now, the one thing I can tell you, the only thing that is not are the discussions. So if you go here on week 1 discussion, I want to tell you, because sometimes students miss it. Notice, please post your initial response by Wednesday of week 1. So every Wednesday, you're going to have your first response out here, and then post to 2 classmates by the end of the week. Okay? So outside of that, everything is due on Sunday. It's pretty straightforward. Now, to let you know, I want to go back over here, and I want to show you, let's see here, the midterm exam. Okay, so I got a practice test, the solutions for the practice test, and then the actual test here. Now, normally that test will be proctored, but we've been having a lot of trouble with Proctor U. I don't know. So I will let you know about that before we get to the test. But so chances are it'll be proctored, but the bottom line is whether it is or isn't proctored, obviously you don't want to do anything hinky. You can get in trouble about it. But I'll let you know about that. And also don't forget, you're going to see an email from me regarding IDEA, because you're going to have to send you a link for you to sign up for that. Anyway, that's about it. Hopefully that gets you off to a good start. I'm going to go ahead, as soon as these videos are up, I'm going to go ahead, it's Tuesday the 14th. I'm going to open it up a little early in case any of y'all want to get started. Anyway, that's about it for the moment. If you got any questions, please feel free to be in touch. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.